Same-sex marriage hearing in the Supreme Court of India. The centre now has once again filed a fresh affidavit before the Supreme Court in the same-sex marriage case. Centre is asking the Supreme Court to make all states and union territories across the country. Let's go straight to these live proceedings now.
Of the fact that since we are equal, created by judgments of this court from Puttoswamy downwards, from Nalsa downwards, if we are equal, Milord, require an affirmative, Milord, nod from the court that you are equal, marriage will be equal, walking into public spaces, public employment, private employment will be equal, there will be no stigma, you will not be treated as lesser mortals, as was being suggested yesterday by one of them, and therefore there will be full enjoyment of the right to life, dignified privacy in my own house, in public spaces, in public employments. That is what, Milord, that is the adversity which we are facing today. I am only trying to paraphrase the adversity which we are facing today. You go to a school, you write, Milord, parents, names, passports. All those things, Milord, create issues. All those things create issues. Because that's how, Milord, the concept has been. But concepts have evolved. We are not in the same position. I don't blame the 54 Act. Milord, when it was framed, that's how it was. But from 54 till today, Milord, we are 75 years down.
Okay, see what Brother Bhatt said. There will be moments, there will be incremental.
Yes, I agree.
They will take time. One fine day, everything cannot change. That must be kept in mind.
I know, but Milord, some amount of real.
Once, if you succeed, and the status of a marriage is recognized, and if somebody doesn't follow that status of the marriage in another thing, then it's I would say it's a violation of the order of the Supreme Court, if we agree with you.
Yes.
If that is the position, then certain other changes will take some.
I have no doubt.
But more time.
Milord, I entirely agree. I entirely agree. But it should not be. I am at the absolute threshold. I am saying it should not be only, Milord, with that declaration that I go away. I should get some real benefit, don't call it benefit, some real filtering down of the effect of the order of this court.
If you succeed, and it is held that under the Special Marriage Act,
yeah,
this is a marriage which can be registered, that itself the registration is what you get.
I appreciate, but Milord, in several acts, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, Milord, it's like saying that consequential effect will follow. Something like that, Milord. If I may show, Milord, I have tried to frame, give copies.
There may be.
I have tried to frame in my own words.
You are saying that the consequences of registration of the marriage
The other side.
in different scenarios will arise.
Yes, yes, yes.
Arise.
But just kindly see, Milord, I have tried to frame it, subject to Your Lordship's pleasure. If I succeed, then I may get something like this. Are entitled to marry under the Special Marriage Act regardless of their gender identity and sexual orientation. This is the main declaration. The court may be pleased to direct that the marriage will be solemnized under the provisions of the Act. This is an adjunct of item 1. The words
So the first three.
yes, yes. But Milord, I am more interested in 4. Have a look at 4.
I said 4 is a consequence of us.
Yeah, Milord, 1, 2 and 3 are really, Milord, paraphrasing the same thing. See 4. These I respectfully submit, Milord, subject to Your Lordship's pleasure. The court may be pleased to direct that all laws where rights, duties, obligations and privileges flowing from marriage are conferred to a heterosexual couple married under the... Sorry.
Yeah.
Same thing. But you are saying that you want a specific
Explicit,
declaration. So
explicit, Milord.
according to you, the area of litigation should not be so wide that it creates a problem.
My Lord.
And though you are confining it to the Special Marriage,
Yes.
You are saying whatever the
Yes.
consequences of registration
Yes, yes.
must be available elsewhere.
I am very grateful. Because we spend a lot of time in very carefully drafting,
Right.
within the contours. Because it should be explicit, otherwise every time, you start somewhere, you come up to the Supreme Court, 5-7 years go by, our lives are in any case passing by, it becomes very difficult. I am not saying, that this struggle will end today. It can't end. But if we succeed, we should get an explicit declaration in terms of 4 or as modulated by your Lordship, which flows from 1. Then, my lord,
Mr. Rohde, perhaps you may want to look at para 478 and 482.
yes, I was going to. My lord, I also wanted to read 472.
470.
It's very important. Very important because of the heading. My lord, see, deconstructing the heteronormative framework. I am again and again, my lord, hitting this part because we are being buried under the pressure of the majority. Wherever we go, wherever we stand, wherever we apply, I am buried under that, my lord. Oh, look, this is abnormal. What is normal is what is majority. But that is not the law, my lord. That's a mindset. That is not the law, but that's a mindset which is troubling us, my lord, in our daily lives. This is only an example to say public space is that. But that's what is troubling us, my lord. Therefore, my lord, the importance is deconstructing the heteronormative framework. This is what I am driving at. In the absence of a protected zone of privacy, individuals are forced to conform to societal stereotypes. Puttaswamy has characterized the right to privacy as a shield against forced homogeneity and as an essential attribute to achieve personhood. So I have that shield. That shield must be made explicit that I will not, my lord, be traumatized or stigmatized only because I don't conform to the heteronormative majority. Then, my lord, after the quotation of Puttaswamy, towards placetam F, this court has recognized the right of an individual to break free from the demands of society and the need to foster a plural and an inclusive culture. The judgment of 4 judges in Puttaswamy said this. Kindly read this, my lord. Kindly come to 474 for a few words. The right to privacy enables an individual to exercise his or her autonomy away from the glare of societal expectation. The realization of human personality is dependent on the autonomy of an individual. In a liberal democracy, the recognition of the individual as an autonomous person is an acknowledgement of the state's respect for the capacity of the individual to make independent choices. The right to privacy must be construed to signify that not only certain acts no longer immoral, but there also exists an affirmative moral right to do them. I rely, my lord, on this part because the immoral part is now gone. So the negative and the positive. That's how we have, our constitution also have affirmative roles.